to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Cougars offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but...
Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks and let's see if they try it again. They'll try the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's see what they do on third down. He'll try it again. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Now they have a decision to make on fourth. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one missed today.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Houston will be forced to punt.
Offense facing 4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's a first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. A strike downfield. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's awesome. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes the grab. It's awesome. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. They're working that left side across the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They'll go with the quick touch pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Lost to throw again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Houston will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Under fire.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Bringing the heat. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Right back to the well. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Roach. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about... Six and 1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Houston will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It's complete on the right side.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Got the quick pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Williams. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like,